make me Everybody sees it too. Thought our love was true. Now you're leaving my heart out. Left me high and dry. Thought we'd make this thing work, but you didn't try. Everybody sees it too. Thought our love was true. Now you're leaving my heart out. Left me high and dry. Thought we'd make this thing work, but you didn't try.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Got it. Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
Holy shit!
I will make skating great again.
Nut shot.
I was about to be nice to you.
We're on it again. No scope. Suck it, bitches. Absolutely fantastic. And you're fucking beautiful. I would shag the absolute lot of you. Bye. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a cluster. Fuck you very fuck the cluster. Romeo G, how's it going? And Paulina, thank you very much for redeeming first. I don't have any headphones on, so I do apologize if anything comes through the speakers. It shouldn't come through the speakers really, because well, you know, as we are. Thanks for that, Romeo. Straight off the bat. Wow. Right off the bat, you're going all the way over to this fucking corner. Guys, this kind of shit. Actually, that's a little bit better than what it was. I'm all good for that. Of course, he turns off the fucking lights as well. What a dick. However, those lights are not programmable for any automation, and neither is this one. This one's completely different. However, maybe in the near future, it might be. It might be. I don't know why I'm looking at the camera here, because you're all the way over fucking there, Romeo.
Shame.
Okay, hold on, Romeo. Is that better for you? Is that what you wanted? No way do those lights have actually light up the room that much. That is stupid. I suppose they do a little bit, don't they? I always turn them down just a smidge, like round about there. Yeah, that's a little bit nicer. That's a little bit nicer. But yes, well, once everything else comes on, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be all good. It'll be groovy. Ping, how you doing, my man?
My man.
How are you doing, my friend? Welcome on in, dude. It was very, very nice to play some Apex Legends with you last night. It was good. It was good banter. It was good banter. I feel as if I'm really, really overexposed on this thing tonight. I don't know what's happened to my camera. I'm very serious. Crunky, dude, how's it going, man?
You're torturing me and everyone.
It was
else
fun as fuck.
watching.
Exactly. I think it's. I don't know why my face is so blown out. It's like I'm not the whitest of white. Hold on one second. I'm gonna check something here. This setup and everything.
Everybody sees it too. Girl, you make me. Girl, you make me. I can leave my heart out.
Hold on.
Thought we make this thing work, but you didn't try.
Let's try that. Craig, why do you cry? Craig, you're always crying, mate. Why are you crying, buddy? What's up with you? To be honest as well, I think it's probably the fact is I've got that there absolutely beaming on me. I think I had a little bit as well. Good. Check's watch afternoon. Yes, it is that time. It is that time. How are you on this fine Friday, Crunky, my friend? How are you doing? How's the other half? How's Sunny? How was our streaming the other night? I saw her streaming last night. I believe in Craig. Why do you cry? DM. What are you doing? You cry. Why? Oh, hold on. So what? It's a video that doesn't exist, Craig. And it's the exact opposite 4 days before the... Oh, my fucking God. Are you kidding me? That's a nightmare and a half, dude. Why I don't see Craig and chat bot on your stream? It's all YouTube, mate. It's all YouTube. You know, shared chat is allowed now. Shared chat is allowed. We're good for that. Good. How goes things is gone? It's nice and clear. It's a little bit chilly, but it's good beyond that. It's clear weather for a change, actually. It was quite chilled out. Before the stream tonight, me and Paulina literally sat outside, just having a bit... just having a nice chilled drink. It was good. So we're continuing the drink inside. But yeah, so tonight we're not actually playing any fucking games. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna do some stuff with Stream Suite. If you guys have not literally dipped into the affair of Stream Suite, and if you're also wondering what the hell it does and everything that as well, we're gonna be having a wee look into it. I'm pretty much gonna build out a portable scenario of OBS that you guys could literally take and mess around yourself if you wanted to. I'll probably put the download up on the Discord within the streaming things afterwards, or maybe tomorrow or Monday. Someone please remind me. Paulina, if you're listening, please remind. Actually, no, she's really bad at reminding me of things. Craig, forget Craig. Romeo's old, so doesn't have memory. So I don't really know where we go from here. 1 second, guys. I just got a message through. Yeah, you should have that. Yeah. So I'll be overtime this weekend, most likely unpaid. Jesus Christ. Oh shit, it's 7 p.m. Never mind. What do you mean it's 7 p.m.? Never mind. Colin, upload your shit tomorrow. They're reminded. Thank you very much for that, Romeo. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, so we're gonna have a wee look into just messing about with some stream stuff. We're also live over on YouTube as well as Twitch. We're doing the dual streaming format side of things as well. Honestly, this light is so in my face. I don't know why it's like this. There we go. That's a little bit better now. Yes, we're live also over on YouTube. So obviously this here will be kept up on YouTube for the vast future prospects of things. And even then as well, I'll probably put the download of the whole portable ish things of OBS. I'll probably be putting that into the description on the YouTube channel as well. Sorry, I'm being tech support to Midas. He never checks when I'm live. He never ever checks when I'm live, like at all. Like last night he was messaging me about stuff. I'm like, dude, I'll message you about this when I'm not live. And then literally the second I go live, he fucking messages me. The guy has an actual sixth sense of whenever I'm like full on live. But yeah, so if you guys have got any questions, I've begrudgingly even downloaded TikTok Studio as well. In case anyone pops in to ask questions about that. I don't even think I've got my account set up on that yet. So yeah, a sixth sense. Yeah, he's got the man's a bit fucking sick because he's got that sixth sense of when exactly I'm live, and that's when he messages me every single goddamn time. What's an Aitum? Precious. It's very precious, especially in terms of streaming software. Crunky. But yeah, so I'll basically be setting up stuff so you guys can kind of see how it does. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna be using the Aitum app as well tonight. So don't forget, if you want to get 10% off your order, whether if that's for the first month or that's for a year subscription, it's only £42 a year, which basically equates to about 2 subs a month to your channel as a streamer. You can get 10% off of that as well. So you know. We're here. I'm whoring out the software because you know I work for them, and it pays my dues. It pays my wage. Well, to be honest, it doesn't pay my wage. Hold on, is he gonna? If you're about, let me know. I'm just trying to do it myself right now. That anyway, I want to get a little short from scheduled. If you're about, let me know. Midas, I'm fucking live every single goddamn time, man. Hello, Mr. Sweden. Yes, Pink is in chat. So, guys, look, watch this. I've even got shit set up to fucking work properly as well, right? Look, I've got the whole mouse zoomy in and follow for tutorial shit on this and everything there as well. Sorry, like the guys like, you don't have to message me while you're live. I'm like, it's literally the only time you fucking message me, mate. Hello, Miss Poland. I know exactly. She's currently Miss Poland right now. But yeah, so I'm pretty much just gonna get on with Stream Suite stuff. I hope you guys are okay with that. As well. It's wild the timing, to be fair. I'm so sorry. Mate, it's fine. I've had a little whinge fest already on stream about you, mate. I'm just like, he messages me all the time when I'm live. Every single fucking time whenever I'm live. That's when he messages me. To be fair, mate, what you need to do is set up Google Drive, install it on your streaming PC, install it on your gaming PC, and then we can just get the clips to go out to your Google Drive, and they'll just upload it onto there, so you don't need to do anything to do with your network. What I need to do is bite a bullet, mate. Like, with the messages you sent me there, like, I'm not gonna lie, it reminded me of a situation in work where we literally got a freaking a contractor that came in that was recommended by Microsoft to work on a product that we were working on. Do you know where we put in the discount code? It should be on the actual payment point of it, Crunky. When you go through to the actual payment process, there should be a code point that you should be able to put in that. I can't exactly remember exactly where to put it in. But yeah, so yeah, Midas, if you install Google Drive on your to be honest, dude, like literally I know you don't like spending money, but I would 100% look at a NAS drive, a network NAS drive for yourself, so you can have a centralized hard drive that's accessible by both computers and everywhere you are. You can literally even get it accessible on the go on your mobile phone to get access to files. And you can literally do it that way. I would recommend doing that. However, for the sake of it right now, install Google Drive on your streaming PC and on your gaming PC, and then basically save your links, save your clips out to your Google Drive, and then you can edit them on your gaming PC. It might not be there because you have an active sub. That's probably it, Crunky, from what I know. How fucked is that? Yeah. So sorry. Back to the story. Yeah, we got recommended a freelancer, a contractor from Microsoft themselves. The guy sat on doing nothing for about 2 months. And when it came to present the work that he had done, he had nothing to show for it. So I know all that pain all too well, you know? 32 terabyte NAS cough. Exactly. Romeo know what's up. I'm getting on Indeed by the end of tonight. Had a pack of grapes for dinner last night. Dude, to be going to the gym, you know, that's just healthy eating, you know? Here I am going to the gym 3 times this week, and I'm having fucking beers, you know? Just shows how much work I'm putting in. Right, so if you guys are cool with it, we can just, like I said, if you guys have any questions, if you've not even tried Stream Suite and you want to know more about it, just ask me in chat. If you want to know more about Aitum, the Aitum app, what you can do with it, ideas, this and that, let me know. I can set up stuff. I'll show you how to do stuff for that. I canceled my EA so I can get my gym membership. Being all right. Did literally just apply for the EA partnership again, because I've literally not spent a fucking single penny on EA games in so long. Like literally, I don't want to pay for Marathon right now. Marathon looks kind of good for me. I wouldn't mind trying to play it. I missed out on the Server Slam, annoyingly, and like the alpha weekends and everything. But I'm like begrudgingly not paying 30 quid for a game. Which gym is it that you go to then, Midas? But yeah, actually, hold on. I'll even show you this right now, Midas, because your mind will be fucking blowing, all right? What am I looking for here? I am looking for this scene here. We keep the music going. And yeah, there we go. Boom, we're on here. But yeah, so for example, Midas, hold on. I can do this here, I believe. No, did I click it? I did click it. There we go. So here, down here, I've got like one of my NAS drives. It's called Jarvis. Yes, sue me. We got Vision and Jarvis here in the household. But inside here, we've got like everything that is that can be shared like across the network and everything as well. Also, we've got stuff to do with our mortgage and whatnot as well. Music production, streaming. So I've got all my streaming stuff here backed up. We've got Madhouse stuff, Move Kakru, and yeah, and basically it gives me access to all the stuff to do for my assets like across the board, and I can move them all around everything as well. Yours is Midgard. Fucking love that, Craig. But yeah, so, and like I said, you could sit there and literally have, like, I've even got my streaming square. I've got all the streaming square stuff in here as well as backup, man. You just Gym Group. I remember Gym Group. Like I used to go to them for quite a number of years. They were pretty handy to go to, especially for the price. Hello, watched one of your videos that said about Stream Suite. It's all perfectly working out, which is good. But just wondering, do I have a scheduled stream for a vertical stream as well? Yes, you would have to do that, Billy Fallon. Billy, you would have to schedule a vertical stream. The way I would do it is literally on your go live on your YouTube. I would just have that there as your normal one, and then I would literally open the studio up in a new tab, sit there, and then literally schedule a brand new whereabouts over here. There's a brand new schedule one for the vertical side of things. Now, the annoying thing, extra stream. All right, okay. You have to have this page here open first. And thank you very much for the follow. You have to have this page open first. Do not go live. Then go live once you have the scheduled stream up as well. Have it as two separate encoders as well, so they're completely different. So the encoders that you have, like at the top of the window there, I wish I could show you this, but obviously I'm currently live on YouTube. Can't show you that right now. Make sure it's two different encoders that you have for that. Katie, how you doing? Can look into that. Just want to simplify clips moving between. Like I said, dude, do Google Drive. Install Google Drive. Get the clips saved out to your Google Drive. It'll automatically upload them. You'll have access to them on your phone and on the gaming computer as well. This we're doing both vertical and normal. Yes. So you want to do that. But YouTube is working on the process. I have access to it. I've worked with it. It works very well. They're working on a 2 encoder 1 stream thing. Like for example, down here I've got my dual stream down here. Hold on, you guys can't even see that. I got my dual stream down here, but I've got access to have a separate encoder. Like I said, I can't show you this right now because I am currently live on YouTube. The stream is live. I have an access, like instead of auto, there's another thing that says encoder. So that's what it's going to be like that. But yeah, so if you want to do vertical on YouTube, you basically, I would say, click your go live on your YouTube, and then basically go into that screen, then go and schedule a vertical stream. Have 2 separate encoders. I also realized too, I've got my Apex Legends stuff still there. And then have it through that. How are we doing, folks? I'm doing very well, Katie. How are you? How are you doing? Just got home and I'm chatting about how we doing. Yeah, we're doing very well. Doing very well. Would you recommend doing both verticals and horizontals in YouTube lives? I'm not gonna lie. I would say I probably had better success rate on YouTube horizontal than what I have on vertical. The reason being is literally, if I remember correctly, hold on. If I remember correctly, YouTube users watch more on TV than mobile. So literally cater to the crowd. Literally the format, yeah, over 1 billion hours of content daily on television sets as early as 2025. Over 45% of total YouTube viewerships occur on TV. So literally for me, I'm kind of like, you know what? If that's the case, why are you not doing streaming on horizontal? Vertical is a bit weird to find your lives as well. Yeah, literally, in order to find your lives on vertical, like you don't really get a lot of access in terms of exposure while people are scrolling through. It's not as good as TikTok, the vertical side of things. The annoying thing is on YouTube. I don't know if you guys can. I'll see if I can do this here. You have to click on Shorts. But the problem is there's no way to find lives. You start scrolling through, and that's what you get, right? So the way you then have to find it, you have to tap it, and then you get the options of all the lives on the top, and then this is all the live streams that you can go through. So the fact is, it's like there's like that extra bit of trying to find lives on YouTube for vertical. It's not a very user-friendly interface. Have we got a time ordering food before we go? Yeah, Katie, 100%. I'm doing this kind of stuff with Stream Suite and the Aitum app right now for the next couple of hours. So we got like 2 hours until we're going to play some golf. So the problem is YouTube, they've not kind of sussed out the full-on vertical side of things. But yeah, I would 100% recommend go more horizontal than the vertical on YouTube currently right now. On top of that too, you then have access to a full freaking you've got access to a full freaking what's the word I'm looking for? Your VODs. All your VODs are going to be on YouTube, which is great. It's great to have. But yes, right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to download a if you guys don't know, Aitum Stream Suite is a all-in-one solution for OBS. You can plug it in, you can install it even with your existing stream templates and everything that as well that's sitting there in it. However, if you do want to play about with it, when you go to the Aitum.tv website, when you see the stream suite bit there, you can drag that across, you can click find out more. On here, if you're wanting just to have a play about with it, you can literally download it, and here underneath download stream suite for free, there's another link which is want to try it out with it affecting your current setup, download the portable OBS version. So I'm going to be doing that today. We're going to download that, and I'm just going to get this all set up and going. Oh, got 4 seconds left. If you also have any recommendations on bitrate when it comes to streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and YouTube Shorts. So Twitch has a maximum, it'll kind of, I use enhanced broadcasting on Twitch, but off the cuff, it's basically, it'll max out around about 8,000 kilobytes. A YouTube bitrate is also very hungry. You can go up to 25,000. I generally stream around about 15,000 bitrate on YouTube because the quality's still good. It's still gonna look good for everyone else there as well. Right, let me just get this here downloaded, extract it all. Okay, I'm actually going to be well behaved because I'm ordering out tomorrow night. Oh, what were you having then tonight, Katie? So we're just going to extract this out. We're going to have a portable version of OBS open. I won't sign into my chats and all that. I will show you that on my actual, because if you ever want to run 2 instances of OBS, by the way, create portable versions. You literally just create a text file in the host in the main root folder called portable, and this allows you to have 2 separate OBS instances open, by the way, because a lot of people don't know about that. So like literally, I'm sitting here right now, and I've actually got this here already already open. There's the chat, there's the multi-stream, yada yada yada. This is just on my gaming PC, my production PC, so I don't need to stream from this. I'm streaming that to my streaming PC. All right, let's So yeah, so if you guys ever want to create a version, your own version, if you basically take your own OBS installation folder, you actually have a thing called portable mode, which you can actually just install, like just create a new text file in there. It doesn't have to be anything in it. The whole document is completely blank. So because of that, you can easily do that, and then you can actually create a portable version and backed up version of your OBS layouts. Is it recommended to lower any bit rates for Twitch, YouTube, or YouTube Shorts if said person was to stream on all 3 at the same time? I would say Twitch, keep it around about 6,000. YouTube, try and test it. The best thing with YouTube, you can do unlisted videos and private videos, so you can test it out yourself without actually going live to other people online and see it. But yeah, so once you download the portable version, you just want to go to the bin folder here inside 64-bit, and we're going to get OBS 64. So you just want to open that up. This will then open up a brand new version of OBS. And there we go, bump. Right, and this here as well is on this side. So the vertical dock seems to be out here, so we're just going to place that in there. Bum, bum, bum. So everything here doesn't seem to be okay. Oh, okay, that's why. There we go. We want to go to our live one. So if you guys didn't know, hello Artie, how are you doing? Welcome on in, my friend. So I'm just going to quickly drag some of these docks out here and there and whatnot, and we can easily get that all set up in here. We need to connect accounts on here for specific things and whatnot. I could technically. Billy, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Thank you so goddamn much. You did not need to do that, Billy. I appreciate the support on YouTube, my friend. Really, I honestly do. I'm doing very well, Artie. I'm doing very, very well. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll quickly hide this here because I'm going to be putting in my passwords and authenticator keys. Don't want you guys doing that, you know. What I will do is I'll just quickly hide myself here. I'm just going to put this onto my, you know what, we'll just do it in the main account. Just so you can see activity feed stuff and everything coming through as well while I'm here. I'm just going to do it on Twitch. Don't have to do it on YouTube. Now, the question is, what the fuck is my password? Does anyone else do this? Does anyone else let their password manager just generate out strong passwords and then they forget exactly what the fuck they are? Like, honestly, I don't actually know what my passwords are for half my shit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Really? Is that the one? That can't be the correct one. Yeah, there we go. I just need to do my authenticator app. Bada bing. Bada boom. Twitch. There we go. But yeah, I'll be clearing out all the cache and everything and all that for the browser and whatnot when I have this available to download on. Oh my god, can I get the actual thing in? There we go. Cool, sweet. Okay, there we go. Right, we're good. We're good. We're in. We're in. We're in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep the music going. I usually make up my passwords and still forget them. Exactly. That's why I don't do that. Guys, these security strong passwords. Come on. So yeah, so here we are in Stream Suite. Basically, at the very, very top here, you're going to get your tabs. So you got this new tab bar here across the top. On the right hand side here, this is your settings. This is your main settings here. Also, look at that. Your chats are now coming through. You got your main settings here. That's all your main OBS settings for your studio mode there. On the left hand side here, you've got you can add a new canvas. You can also add your setting. This is your Stream Suite settings here for your canvases and your outputs. And also the Aitum website and also supporting it as well. How does this differ by using multi-stream and OBS? Are you talking which multi-stream are you talking about in OBS, Ben? Are we talking the Aitum multi plugin? Are we talking about the other RTMP plugin? I can't remember the developer of that one, sadly. In a general sense, Aitum Stream Suite is taking everything in terms of, yeah, okay. So Stream Suite has all the latest features. For the multi-streaming, but on top of that as well, you can also have multiple canvases out to your different streams. So for example, Ben, right now on my right here we have a widget. This widget here is different on my Twitch to my YouTube. So if you guys literally load up the stream on YouTube and load it up on Twitch live right now, the latest followers, the latest subscribers, the latest super chat, for example, Billy that gave the super chat, yeah, again, Billy, thank you so much. These are all completely different in accordance with what service we're on. On top of that as well, notifications from YouTube don't come through on Twitch, and new notifications from YouTube don't come through on notifications from YouTube don't come through on Twitch, and notifications from Twitch don't come through on YouTube. You can have completely two separate instances of a canvas. And there's no like overhead resources hogging on that either, which is really fucking good. Exaldro, the main man. The man is a wizard. So up here on the top, we've got our different dock layouts. We actually have a defined user one here that loads up. We can just right click on that. We can just I should be able to. Oh no, that's why. I go to there. Wait, why can't I should be able to remove that? I don't understand why that's not doing that there. Oh no, there we go. Remove. That's it there. Okay, cool. So there we go. We got the live, we got the build. So on the live tab, okay, and the other thing as well, Ben, is in a general sense, on this dock here that we get at the top, we have a live tab and we've got a build tab. So the idea is when you are live, you want to see all the stuff that you want to do when you're live. You may not need to see sources, you may not need to see scenes, especially if you control it through a stream deck and everything. There may not be multiple things that you want to see. So therefore, literally the live stuff, you basically put all the building stuff that you're only ever going to be building at your stream to the side. So for example, on our live here, we've got our vertical canvas. We've got a thing called live scenes. I'll go over that in a second. We've got our audio mixer, outputs, Aitum portal, stream info, activity feed, and we've also got our Twitch chat here as well. So we've got all this here all around here, but then say for example we want to start building something out, we can then go over to the build tab, and then this is our build tab instead. So this is where we can literally have like our scene transitions, our sources, our scenes, filters, our like between each vertical and your main canvas as well. So this is two completely separate views, and you can alter between either one, which is just, for me personally, as someone that tinkers a lot, this is ideal, because when I'm live, it means I don't need to deal with having to see all my sources and scenes, because I control everything on my stream deck. There's no reason for me to go into my build mode. I'm hoping I'm selling this for you guys, by the way. But the handy thing is, if you are live, you then actually have this little section down here called live scenes. And what this is, so I'm going to hide my DMs. And what this is, you can add your favorite scenes in. So say, for example, if you have like nested scenes for your cameras or for your notifications, but you don't want to see them in your scene list, you can then use your live scene list and add just your favorite scenes in here instead. How does it compare to power usage wise? Streaming to Kick YouTube, YouTuber, and Twitch, only video and audio, not 4K gaming, DJing. So just so for example, DJing, Ben, what I would say then is if you're using the same encoder, it's completely fine. If you smartly set up your resources as well, if you're using the same main canvas, then that's completely fine. The only thing you have to look at is your upload speed. If your upload speed can handle the bit rates that you're sending out to each service, then you should be fine. Like I said, the beautiful thing is the fact stuff like YouTube, YouTube allows you to basically stream out privately. The other thing you can technically do is what I do. I have another portable version of OBS, and I basically have testing accounts that I can stream out to test stuff out to make sure things work the way I expect it to. And like I said, the way that you make any version of OBS portable is you create a text file in the root folder of OBS called portable mode. Once you do that, you can drag that folder anywhere you want, and you can open it up from that folder inside the bin folder, 64-bit, and OBS, and you can literally just run it off of that, and you can have as many instances as OBS open as you want. Like literally right now, I've got two. I've got the example here I'm showing you, and then I've literally got my other OBS open up here. See, we're running two versions of OBS. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna build out a couple of scenes here, just so you guys can kind of get the gist of what's what. So I'm just gonna let's build out a just chatting scene and a gaming scene, shall we? A7s. I like that terminology. I don't care. I'm calling it Ace Evans. That's it. You've done that now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add in the camera into here. So we're just going to go video capture device, create new. I always label my sources. Actually, hold on. What we're going to do first though. Okay. What we're actually going to do, we're going to add a nested scene for the main camera. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is if you have 5 or 6 scenes, 7 or 8, 9, 10 scenes, and they've all got your camera in it, and it's not nested, if there's not just a single instance of it being reused, but used across different scenes, that eats up resources. And not a lot of people know about this. I didn't even know about this until Greggles told me about this. And I was like, what in the blind hell? So what I would always recommend doing is having a nested scene. We're just going to call this main camera. I'm going to drag that down here. And we're just going to add in our camera source. And yet again, camera dash main camera. Make sure that you have it nicely done. Oh, look at that. It's all there. Fantastic. Amazing. Oh, hold on. We just need to go into our settings here in OBS. Go to video and make sure you got 60 FPS selected. There we go. A lot more smoother now. Okay. So we got that as well. There was someone in chat last night. I think it was someone called Fluster that was asking about the color output as well. They were like, it's not as why is mine not as vibrant as your stream? Always remember in your settings of your OBS. There we go. If you go down to advanced, you're going to have your color space here. Now, I highly recommend it being Rec 709, not sRGB. Rec 709 is basically your broadcast standard in terms of your color gamma. So make sure that you've got your 709 selected. That is what I recommend. You may not like it, so you can try other ones out yourself. But basically, whenever people come in and say, oh, this doesn't look like XYZ, it doesn't look as good, yada, 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 a lot of times people won't realize that they've changed this by accident. And it's just one of those things. Right. Okay. So we got our main camera in there. We can just we're gonna mute that because we're not using that, and we are just gonna hide that there as well. So as you can see here on the button click, thank you. as you can see here, yes, I realize my camera is in the way. So I can do this here. We got our sources, we got our scenes here, we got our sources. Now, the cool thing with Aitum Stream Suite now is the fact is, instead of having to sit here and be like, oh, properties go into here, whatever, or property, like right click filters go into all of this, edit stuff out, blah, blah, blah. We have two panels now, new panels. We've got filters and we've got properties. So when you click on a source, you have literally got everything here that you need. My fish tanks aquatics, and welcome on in. Thank you very much for the follow.
Ooh, fresh meat for the grinder.
Fresh meat for the grinder. So basically, down here now in the properties section, we literally have got the ability to configure everything we have in our usual property tab, which is so handy, not having to right click and have another window pop out. So you can literally configure everything you need without having to open up a new window. The same as filters over here. We can add a new filter in, say for example, color correction. Then then check it out. The properties now change to that filter when it is selected. If not, we select the camera again, it's there. You want to change the filters, click on filters, your properties change again. So all of this is completely controllable without having to go into your usual right click and select the windows. So it's a much more easier workflow in terms of being able to get stuff set up and being able to get stuff going. Right, I'm going to quickly set up a just chatting scene here. Sources. And inside sources, we're going to click scene. You guys can't even freaking see that. Let me just zoom this in again. Sources. We're going to say scene. And now we're going to add existing nested camera. We're going to click OK. And there we go. The camera's there. But let's get a chat box up as well, shall we? So I'm going to quickly use my own one. Chat.colinhorn.co.uk. Put in our Twitch username. You can also do your Kick and YouTube and whatever and all that, but that's fine. We're just going to use the default style here as well. However, if you do want to customize it, you do have a customizer for laying stuff out differently. You can have like black icons. You can choose to fade them in and out. You can hide the badges. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. Choose different font styles, background styles, this and everything. So we're just going to copy the overlay URL. We're going to go into just chatting now because we're only using the browser on the one scene. We don't have to worry about nesting stuff, so we can just add this in. We're going to call this browser. That window. Width, we're probably going to about 300 by about 800. How's that going to look? Maybe a little bit bigger than that. Height, let's do 1000 by 500. Oh. Or like another 0. Amazing. There we go. Okay, cool. We're going to paste that into there. Boom. Now, while we are live, this should technically all come in. Technically, did I actually type in my name correctly? I did not. I typed in the wrong name. I typed in my actual name rather than it be C0 Linhorn. Hello? There we go. Sweet. So yeah, we messed that about. We can place that elsewhere. Yada, yada, yada. Easy. Easy. You know what? We might actually just change that out a little bit. Let's just go height 800. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Awesome sauce. So we got our little Twitch chat here now in as well. Let's just lock up our nested main camera. May actually just point that over to that side there. That's all good. So yeah, so let's just say that's our just chatting stuff done. What I'll do is in the final build of this for the download on the YouTube video and on the Discord, I will have it so there's widgets and everything that as well. I'll basically tell you guys to change. So what you'll have is you're actually going to have I'm going to rename this. And I'm gonna label everything of what you need to actually change in the sources if it all doesn't add up. And there's gonna be a README file with this download as well. That'll tell you where to go for it and where to put it in. Blah 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 blah. Right, so there we go. We are just chatting, gaming. Let's get that set up as well. Wolfie, how you doing, buddy? Sources, right. Okay, I'm actually going to add another nested scene. We're going to call this one gameplay. Because this is where we are going to have our display capture. Display, gaming, automatic, display. Yes, this is going to be the biggest fucking display you'll ever fucking see. Boom, we got a big boy. So let me just shrink this down. You guys will probably have to alter this on your own one. Right click on it. Transform. Center screen. Just lock that up. There we go. We got our usual thing here. You can put it in me. Can you put it in me? Is that what you're saying, Ping? So there we go. Now we got our gameplay. Obviously, that can be that there. The other thing too is if you actually add a game capture. So say, for example, game capture. Capture game. The handy thing about this, capture specific window, and you can say whichever one it is. Now you can literally change all that in here, which is nice and easy to do. And I am so sure we also have another dock here that you could literally, so say for example, if you're live, right? Okay, closing that dock. If you're live and you wanted to quickly change what the game capture is, you now have a dock up here called captures. Click on that. Gives you a new dock. You can take that around. You can drag that in. But if you are live and you need to change what game you are capturing on the actual thing, you can change all that here in the actual little window of that on your live scene, on your live dock. So you don't have to go into properties, you don't have to go into build, you don't have to change all that stuff around, which is very handy to have. All right, but we're just doing this here. We're just going to say gameplay. Actually, hold on. We're just going to rename this as nested display. I'm just going to call this one here, rename main monitor. There we go. All right. Into gaming. Bump sources. Scene. Add existing. Display. Boom. There we go. Now we're also then going to add in our nested main camera yet again, because these are nested. They're not reused. They're not a reiteration of the camera being used again and again and again. This is going to minimize the resources of your spread load across OBS. What we can do is we can just take this down here and we can move it around there, and then bada bing, bada boom. To be honest, my main display, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make this the Camlink Pro. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. I'm already casting to the Camlink. So that's everything on my freaking gaming monitor. Yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, well. So yeah, we're going to go to the gaming side of things. That's all fine. So there we go. We got this all loaded up as well. Like I said, we can easily take away the gaming display for now. The other thing you can also do as well, Stream Suite comes in with a bunch of plugins as well. If you've enabled them on the load, you can sit there and add your filters onto them. So we've got a bunch of different ones as well. We've got our move action. We've got our move actions as well in terms of our different scenes. So say, for example, our scene transitions, we click on move, we set up a new move. That's quite fine. And then when we go between each one like that, it's all there. It's all built into Stream Suite for you to have a mess around with. Look at that. The chat here on Twitch is very much working. Very nice. Let's go back to the gaming then. So I'm going to quickly add the other thing too is if you're doing nested camera stuff, if you're doing nested scenes, this also means as well that your filters, if you apply a filter onto the nested source, you're not going to apply that to the overall nested scene. So you could apply different filters, your different sources on different scenes, if that makes sense. So therefore you could apply a different filter to your camera on one scene and not apply to it on your just chatting. So I could have two different filters between each one. Now remember correctly, Hold on. That's not that one there. I want to add a new filter. Now I'm trying to remember which one it is here. Freeze. See, and all this stuff here comes built in. So if you wanted a filter that's going to give you a big head, you can do that if you wanted to. Just watch out when you're scrolling up and down these bits on the side. Watch out when you're scrolling up and down. But yeah, so these filters, they allow you to obviously do different positioning, whatnot, and everything. That's why you can play about with it too. Exaldro! Dude, how's it going, man? Speaking of the master himself, it is one and only Mr. Exaldrio! Buddy, how's it going, man? You know what, we're gonna have a nice little filter there. It's just gonna go like that. Actually, and what you need to do on that one as well is, if I remember correctly, we need to... keep messing up the field of view. I don't know why that keeps happening. Filters. There we go. The field of view, you can literally sit there, bring it down a little bit. So you're not going to be cropping the top and bottom of it and everything. That's all field of view. You can increase that a little bit. So then therefore you're going to be brought out to that. So you can sit there, enable and disable that filter. But we can actually do all that automatically through the Aitum app, which I'll be covering in just a second. Once I get all this other stuff out of the way and done with. Exaldro, dude, how are you this fine evening? I'm going to have the camera over here on the right, but we can also have different placements of things. For example, what we can do is we can sit here, we can add another filter onto this, and we are going to add we're going to add this onto the gaming. We're going to add a filter onto the gaming, which is then going to be a move source. That move source is going to be our nested main camera. Now here we are going to have, let me just move source. We're just going to quickly rename this one. Yeah, that's correct. I'm just going to do this in here because it'll make sense to my mind that I know exactly what we're doing. Let's rename this one here. We're going to say camera right. Okay. And inside here, we're just going to say get transform. That gets the position of the camera. That's amazing. That's camera right. Bum, bum, bum. We can then duplicate this out. We're going to call this one here camera left. Right? But then what we're going to do, we're going to take our camera. We're just going to sit here and say transform, center vertically. Get transform. So that's that one there. Now, we have a filter. We can literally move our cameras around to, hold on, can I transform center vertically? Get transform. But there we go. So now, I'm an idiot. I saved it under the wrong one. Camera left. Bring you over to there. Center vertically. Get transform. Camera right. Bring it over there. And then we're around about 40. Yeah, there we go. Transform. Center vertically. Yeah, transform. So now you have it perfectly going between either side. Huzzah! 3D effect even worse with move transition between scenes. Left is that side. Yeah, I know. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Left is the side that I'm not on. Left is this other side here. So yeah, so you could technically, if you wanted to, you could honestly just set up a bunch of different sources, not sources, but different filters of where your camera is positioned around the screen, and then you could actually enable and disable them on your filters on your Stream Deck, so you can quickly click in, click out, and basically move your camera around the screen wherever you are. And you don't have to have different scenes for where your camera is. You can just have that literally moving around wherever you need to be. And a lot of people know this. A lot of people struggle with the whole move filter stuff. They get confused by it. Right. Okay. Oh, you know what? The camera left there, that's actually completely fine. We'll keep the camera on the left for what we're building out here anyway. And then obviously we've got the move stuff there. We've got the chat there as well. And then we've got the display. Bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, I'm going to add in some extra widgets. And like I said, in the documentation that you'll download, you'll get some links and everything as well. Like I said, keep an eye out on the Discord when I do this. You can literally load this stuff up yourself and build it out and have a mess around with it. The other stuff as well that we need to quickly add in. Generally, I know a lot of people sit here and they say settings and they go to their audio stuff side of things. They add in their desktop audio and they add in their microphone as well. Personally, for me, I don't know why I've always just done it as a nested scene for audio sources, and it's probably wrong. I'm just gonna say it's probably wrong, but I do it that way because it just for me it's peace of mind knowing that I can control those audio sources as an actual audio input and audio output kind of thing. It's just it's one of those things, but. For the time being, what we're gonna give you guys what exactly how you would probably set it up as well. So we're just gonna do it this way. Desktop microphone, apply, bada bing, bada boom, huzzah! There we go. And then we got our desktop audio as well. I don't think I've got anything to actually. No, because voice mod's not running. I don't have any sounds to play through this right now. Well, unless of course if I just quickly switch it out. So, this computer. No? There you go. God damn, that's loud. That is so very loud. Let's go back to the streaming PC. There we go. Okay. You can also put the audio sources on a downstream keyer. There's also the downstream keyer. I'm not going down into that level of detail today, Exadro. But you can also put the audio in a downstream keyer. If you don't know what a downstream keyer is, we actually have that plugin installed, don't we? I've never actually messed about with it, Exadro. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I've never messed about with the downstream keyer. I've always just done nested scenes and done it out that way. In terms of just, you know, accessibility and ease. Yeah, all the options. Yeah, because I can't remember. I'm trying to remember exactly how the downstream keyer thing works. I do not have it in here. I for some reason I thought we did have it on Stream Suite, but anyway, it's quite fine. Right, so now we've got that set up. Okay, so we're gonna have our just chat. We're just gonna have our gaming, nice and easy. And then obviously with our filters here down at the bottom. Click whichever one you want to enable and disable. You can do all that as well. It's a dock, that's what it is. But we don't have it installed, do we? I don't think I do. Trying to learn, I'm getting ads. So Twitch, you win. I bought a turbo. Shit, Wolfie. Sorry about the adverts, guys. All of this will be also on YouTube. On the YouTube channel. The whole thing will be on the YouTube channel. But what we'll do as well right now is we're going to add in, we're going to start doing the vertical stuff. So on the vertical side of things, there's been a few bits of confusion sometimes. People are saying they can't find their docks, they can't find their scenes. Now, if you cannot find your docks or your scenes, there is a nice little bar down here at the very bottom that your cursor will change. If not, if it's a little bit larger than that, if I remember correctly. No, I can't remember how the hell you get to it. Yeah. If it's a little bit larger, it'll then be on the right-hand side instead. But if, for the sake of this, it's on the left, it's on the right-hand side and it's down at the very, very bottom. Okay, we'll behave for YouTube. You don't have to behave for YouTube. It's fine. It's YouTube, you know. And like I said, so if you can't find things, if you can't find your sources and all that sort of stuff, down at the bottom, boom, there they are. If you can't find any more scenes or sources and that icon's gone, go to the right hand side, your icon will change again, and then you can pull out your scene transitions, your sources, and everything else. If you go up a little bit higher, then they stack vertical. When they come down lower, they stack horizontally. Scene transitions, we're just going to keep, I'm just going to keep it as fade, or actually just a straight cut, because it's mobile. You don't really need fancy transitions for mobile, in my opinion, so fuck it. Goodbye. Now we have got our scenes and our sources down here on the bottom right. I'm also going to close down scene notes because I never use that. And scene notes is basically when I take notes of what you're building out or things to do on a scene. Depending on what scene you are, you can then have notes for that scene, but I don't really use it, to be honest. But yeah, so here on the scenes on the right hand side, we got our scenes. So obviously we got our just chatting and we got our gaming. So we're just going to quickly rename our scene here, which is called scene. We're not going to remove it. We're going to rename it, and we're going to call this vertical. Keep everything in line with each other, Colin. Keep everything in line. We just got our just chatting here as well, and then what we want to do is we just want to right click on that, and then down on here, once you've right clicked on it, you then get linked scenes, and you just go just chatting. So that means whenever we select linked scenes over in the main canvas here, this scene down here will also change to that as well. So let me just quickly add in the sources for our scenes here, because now we can do scenes main. You guys can't even freaking see this. I do apologize. You can now click. Look at the chat loaded up. This is looking very confusing here. And then go scenes main, and we got our display here. We got our nested main camera again. We can reuse that, and then we're just gonna stretch this bad boy out. Bada bing, bada boom. Right click, transform, center to screen. Look at that. We now have a vertical canvas. Exaldo, is that like putting everything on a Mix Elgato wave? Essentially, here gives you kind of global scenes. There you go, thank you. Wolfie, welcome on in on YouTube. Now, Exaldo, quick question. Because I do my stuff, like I said, with the nested scenes in terms of the audio. Now, the vertical side of things, that picks up the global audio configuration of the desktop and the microphone, doesn't it? Because I always forget to cover that point whenever I've done tutorials. And no one's questioned it, so I just have not gone through it yet. Because if I remember correctly, the canvases do pick up the global audio devices within OBS. So if you are using the down, don't put your audio sources on vertical. Exactly. I do, because I use a nested audio source inputs. If you've got global audio inputs, then you don't have to touch them. You can just keep them completely separate. It's just really weird seeing a big zoomed in version of my face on the screen. But yes, so there we go. We got there just chatting there. Yeah, again, if you wanted to, you could even add in your browser. We can go browser chat window. We got the chat window there. You can obviously bring that out a little bit more. Hold down Alt, bring down the crop. If you wanted to, you could do that. But the issue that people are finding out is that when you got the chat on screen like that on your vertical, you're streaming vertical. The chat's already at the bottom of the screen. Not ideal, you know? So let's just get rid of that for the time being. Next, we're going to set up the gaming scene. So we're going to go vertical gaming. Gaming BV? No, we're going to be going gaming, just normal gaming. Yeah, again, right click the source, linked scenes, gaming. Now, once we set this up, your minds will be blown. We're just going to add our video capture device. Our scene, main, nested main camera. Generally, I like to have this as the full width of the actual window itself. We stick that up at the very, very top. Very, very nice. £1 fish. What the hell is that on your head, Exaljo? In the chat. I'm trying to see that. I'm like... Copy current address. Is that literally gonna... Nah, it's just gonna go to that there. Hold on, where are you? Where are you? Mind blowing. Ah, I see it now. Amazing. Right. Today I've learned Alt to crop. No one know, like, yeah. There's so many shortcuts in OBS and setting stuff up that people don't realize. Like the Alt to crop thing is, like, for me, absolutely freaking insane. It's like hold it down Shift as well when you're resizing stuff. Like, for example, if you're resizing this here, that keeps it to scale, depending on how the transform is set up. But then if you just wanted to just do it one instead, you hold down Shift and that does it that way. But then you let go and it does it that way. Hold down Shift, it does it that way. I do not know hold down space. This is why we have the master of a freaking thingy in it. I don't know anything. these are the reasons I go over things. All right, so now in the gaming scene, we're just going to quickly add in our other nested scene, which is going to be for our gameplay. Well, our display at least anyway. Generally for the display, I don't have it fully cropped down to this here. I mean, you could argue you could have a bit of a design on the bottom in the background if you wanted to. You could add in to move your canvas when zoomed in. Ah, yeah, okay. When you're zoomed in on that. Yeah, you hold down space and it drags it around for you. Yeah, so that's similar to Photoshop and everything. That's all. Let me just nest the display. Woo! Right, so transformers are more than meets the eye. That's what they are, arty. So over in the vertical side of things, I generally won't do that, but some people might argue that they'll have it stacked like that, have a little design on the bottom. Generally on YouTube and on Twitch and TikTok as well, you'll generally get the chat down beneath it. So you can maximize the space of all of that if you want to. I generally kind of take it a little bit bigger. I'm gonna say about 8. No, is that like a 1/8 on each side? I'm gonna say probably around about that, and maybe a little bit more. Probably around about that. Generally, I have it just so it's cutting off on the side of the canvas. Like, but that's the size of this dock window, so it's not gonna be the same for everyone. Just right click it, transform, center horizontally, and then obviously you've got space down here to add stuff in. Now, the reason why I have it set up like this is what I'll do is I'll add in something. Say, for example, we'll go image. I'm just going to do new. Bada bing, bada boom. And I believe I go to my desktop hard drive, streaming, rebrand, assets, graphics. Let's just go with... I thought I had just a plain background one somewhere. Kind of do. Let's just go with static screen. Gonna add that in. Just gonna quickly rename this as vertical gameplay background image. Boom. Now, generally, what I'll do then is we'll just rotate it, put it up to there. And drag it down to the bottom. There we go. So now we got that there, but then what I'll also do is I'll add a filter onto it. Yes, this seems like a pain in the ass, but trust me, you get there in the end. And I bring down the opacity a little bit, like that's all. Ace, I'm mad I joined late. This is golden content. Thank you, Ace. I appreciate that for coming on YouTube. Thank you so much. The VOD will stay up. You can wind it back. You can have a look at it. So what I literally did there, I added an image. Just a general image, rotated it around because, you know, if you got like patterns or anything like that, like your background kind of stuff, like what I do on like my just chatting scene and everything too. I take that, I rotate it round. I then right click on that image, click on filters, and I add color correction and I bring down the opacity. Generally, a good opacity to bring it down to is generally around about 0.2. I would say 0.2, 0.3. So therefore, when you are live, your comments will still go over a pattern, but it's not just a blank screen. It's not empty space. Generally, in terms of design, in terms of content stuff, you don't want empty space. You want to at least have some form of brand representing you as well. You can also use brightness as well, yeah. I just do it for opacity. It's just from Photoshop days and Affinity days. It's literally opacity. The opaque method is what I always do. Great question. Is there any resource hogging Exeldro over opacity and over brightness? Would brightness, technically because you're not doing a transparent layer, would that be less resources on that filter? Nope, it's the same. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So now, right, okay. So now because we've linked the scene, so however, over here in vertical, we just got the cut. It does that. Nothing happens when you change those scenes. But because we've got them linked, we can now go to our main canvas. Click on just chatting. And we click on game. Boom, there you go. So if you have your main canvas set up on your Stream Deck or anything like that as well, and you change it, you can literally just easily, quickly switch between your vertical and your vertical and your main canvas scenes. Now the cool thing is, if you wanted to have this, say, for example, as if you've got multiple canvases, I'll quickly show how the multiple canvas thing works in just a secondo. What you can do is you can actually link that back to your main canvas again. So generally what I'll do is I'll treat Twitch as my main canvas because I'll be using the built-in enhanced broadcast for Twitch, because you get all the better bit rates, you get all the better stuff to do with that. So I will use my Twitch as my main canvas, but like I said, those are watching on YouTube. This widget here, this is very distracting. Let me just go to there. This widget here on my webcam, that is different to what is on Twitch and what is on YouTube, because I use a thing called cloned canvases. Now, Colin, what is cloned canvases, you might ask? So with Stream Suite, we can have the ability to add infinite canvases. Yes, chat link for switch on both canvases at one time. Yes. But only from the main canvas. It doesn't link it from your vertical canvas. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new canvas in. We are going to call this canvas. So say, for example, if we are going to be going on YouTube, right? Sit here, we're going to have the type. You can have an extra canvas, which is basically exactly what vertical does. You can build out a completely different system. For example, what I use an extra canvas for is on my main OBS. I have two canvases, one that will record desktop, one that will record my webcam. So therefore, when I'm recording gameplay, I have two different outputs in video, if that makes sense. And basically that means if I do like super zooms or anything like that after gameplay recordings, I have the full resolution. It's not going to be blurred out. But yeah, in the end, so what we're gonna do here, we are gonna add another canvas in. Actually, what I'm gonna quickly do, okay? We're gonna add another nested scene, or we're gonna say extra, right? And we're gonna call this, like, for example, chats, okay? So let's just say we're gonna add in extra chats. Actually, what we could do, to be honest, yeah, no, that's fine. I'm going to quickly grab my, let's just call it my YouTube chat. Yes, I do realize the URL is not in there, but we can actually just, I do have my own personal one for YouTube chat, and that should be that there. So now, if I go into here, and if I add a new source, we're going to call it browser, YouTube chat. Okay. Now, I can't remember exactly what it was, so let's just quickly add this here in. What was my settings for this? 500 by 800, okay. Ah, wrong one. 500 by 800. There we go. That's going to be our YouTube chat. So now, for example, if I sit here and message YouTube, hopefully this works. I'm gonna type in testing. My API may be messed up on this. Whoops. Okay, it's not working, but that's completely fine. That's completely fine. That's okay. Wait, is my YouTube ID that I need for it? I can't quite remember. I'll have to double check that. But anyways, okay. Hypothetically, your YouTube chat's coming through this, right? So what we're going to do then is we're just kind of just chatting here. So obviously we got our Twitch chatting on this point. We're going to add a new canvas in. We're then going to add a new canvas in here where this is going to be called YouTube resolution. Like what our canvas is. Oh no, we don't need to pick that at all. We're going to do a clone canvas. Clone canvas. We're going to clone the main canvas. Source to replace. Browser chat window. And we're going to place this with YouTube chat. Midas, dude! As an apology for always mentioning the worst time setup. You set it up, dude. That's awesome, man. Mate, dude, thank you very much for the resubscription. 8 months. Nice. Thank you very much for that on Twitch, buddy. So now here, what you can do is source to replace. We've said we're going to replace our chat window, which is this bastard thing here from Twitch. And then we're going to replace it with our YouTube chat. So we're just going to click OK. Annoyingly, my API is not working for this. But as you can see here now, we technically have a different canvas. Actually, you know what we can do? We can literally, I will quickly show you. So something shows up, right? I'm just going to put this over here for the time being. We're going to click on here. Extra chats. I'm sticking in Google. We've got Google on there, bump. All right. So now here we have our just chatting screens. And would you look at that? Would you look at that? We got our Twitch chat here and our Google here. So basically, this is just taking your canvas and just replacing your sources with one or the other. So if you have a different widget for, say, YouTube, that you have a different widget for Twitch, you can do it that way. You can also do it with notifications as well. So notifications only show up on Twitch. For example, you guys watching on YouTube there, you will have not seen my friend Midas resubscribe on Twitch. That only came through on YouTube. Mind blowing. And the way you set that up is we're just going to quickly close. We'll keep the dock up there. We'll keep it up there. No, it's the perfect recipe for disaster. No, that's fine. Okay, cool. So here we are. We got 3 canvases now. We can add even more in if you wanted to. So we've got 3 canvases in here as well. So what you then want to do is we then go to our live tab. Yeah, again, our live tab has all completely changed. We got our YouTube down here. To be honest, we know that's been replaced. We know all this here is good. We're closing that dock. It's out of here. It's gone. Benito. What we can do then is we got our outputs down here at the very, very bottom. So right now we got our built-in, stream. We got our built-in record. We got our built-in backtrack, built-in virtual camera, vertical stream, vertical backtrack. Okay, so we got our different backtracks are all set up for every single one. For me personally, I want my built-in stream. Don't care about my record. Don't care about my built-in backtrack. Don't care about the virtual camera. Virtual camera we will come back to in just a hot damn second. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add a new output. We're going to say stream, and then we're going to pick YouTube, and we're going to put on our stream key. Actually, no. Here we go. We got our stream key here now. Create output. I create a new YouTube output canvas. YouTube. So now, whatever we're sending out to YouTube will be from the YouTube canvas, completely separate from the main canvas. Meaning we have literally got 2 horizontal outputs and 1 vertical output. Yes, I'm enjoying a beer while doing this kind of thing here. By the way, I've got an entire masterclass video on my YouTube channel going all over all of this. But if you guys have got questions while I'm going through this, by all means, ask away. That's the reason I was going to be doing this. What I'll do is I'll set this all up so you guys can download the portable version, have a mess around with it. You'll see the scenes, you'll see the sources. It'll be all in there. I'll clear out, obviously, the stuff to do with the chat here on the right-hand side. You guys will link in your own accounts and XYZ. I'll put a nice little README file with it as well. So yeah. On top of that as well, you can actually do custom encoder settings if you want to as well. Say, for example, if you set up your... I'm not going to go over it in this video right now, but say, for example, if you have a different audio output, for example, the notifications, because you want to... So if you do add in 2 different notifications, make sure that your OBS control source by OBS audio is selected in your browser source, and then make sure in your advanced audio property, fuck it, I'll quickly show you. It's going to be easier to show you than to explain it to you. Going to go quickly back to build. So for example, extra chats, blah, blah, blah. So say for example, you've got another browser, which is going to be browser, YouTube, notifications, right? Inside here, there's a thing called control audio by OBS. You want that selected. Okay. Then on the mixer, you go right click, advanced audio properties. You look for browser, YouTube notifications. You're going to deselect every single freaking thing apart from the 3rd one. So our 3rd audio track is now selected. We're going to close that down. In our files, in our settings, in our stream. I've not connected it. Output. in advanced. Our streaming here is going to be audio track 2 because that's good. Oh, no, audio track 1. We're going to enable the Twitch VOD track, which is VOD track 2. So therefore, our YouTube notifications are not going to come out here. They're completely separate. They're not even included in audio track 1. They're not there. That's why you're live on YouTube, and then on your VOD, they're not going to be there either. So therefore, your audio, because this is 1 and 2, that's when you're live. That's your Twitch VOD track. Okay? Down here in advanced audio properties, browser YouTube notifications, 1 and 2 is not selected. We've only got 3. Because of that, YouTube will not go out to your stream or your VOD. So your notifications will be completely separate from one or the other. Cheers, brothers. I use Aitum Vertical and I was hesitant to change because I saw a video that said that on the Aitum suite it only allows for one YouTube chat to come through from vertical or horizontal. It does currently, yes. Basically, we have a limitation of our API of how many calls we can make to YouTube. If we literally doubled that up, we would double our quota, which means that if so many people use that at once, Ace, then the whole thing was shut down. Now, I can tell you firsthand, YouTube is working on a system for combined chats and 2 separate encoders to be output. So basically, it means that you can select your vertical output to go to a different output, but the combined chat, and it's sitting there with 2 different outputs. I've got access to this because beta testing for Aitum to make sure that users have the knowledge coming to them and we know exactly how to help people when it comes to it. That stuff is coming to YouTube, just to let you know. And right now, obviously, you only get the kind of zoomed in the middle stuff, which is not the best in terms of what they're releasing. Obviously, they're thinking for that stuff for IRL streamers or just chatting streamers in mind. However, for gameplay and all that sort of stuff, it's not ideal, but they are bringing it through. If you wanted to use a separate system for having multiple chats and wanting to have a look at everything, and if you don't want them all combined, if you want to have them completely separate, I do actually have something called streamchat.colinhorn.co.uk. You know what? I'm going to open this in the new private browsing tab so you see what it looks like when you first enter it. I'll point this out here. If you guys are A-okay with having them all broken up, you can do that. And you've got them all here. So you can literally add in another YouTube Shorts one and put in the live URL for each one that you're doing, and then you can literally have them out separately on every single one. TikTok, Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. They're all there if you need them. So that link is streamchat.colinhorn.uk. Like I said, you can sit there, you can change the sizing of it all if you need to. If you want to change the layout of it, if you're on mobile and you want to scroll down, you can do that. If you want to have it as like all different ones like that, you can as well. So there is the ability for that. Like I said, you will have to, because YouTube changes their URL for every single live stream. They've not built in the properties for the pop-out chat to be a constant URL. The second they do that, I will build that into this. But so yeah, so there is the ability for that right now. If you want to keep an eye out on everything in terms of having it as well. You can also change the ordering of them as well within the settings too. So yeah, that's just another handy tool that's out there for people that use in multi-stream and multi-chat if they want both YouTube chats at the same time. You can even put it in a custom browser dock inside your OBS if you wanted to. Right. The other thing you can technically do is just add in a separate browser dock for your YouTube URL pop-out chat. But yeah, again, that's adding another thing in. We want to be able to build that in and bring it in as well. And that's my question. Is YouTube's fault I couldn't understand its chat features? Yeah, the combined chat thing, they're working on stuff. Like I said, right now, if you go onto YouTube, like I said, everyone's going to have, I think mostly everyone nowadays has got access to this dual stream here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ping, you get back in the hedge. Everyone here has pretty much got access to the kind of dual stream thing here. When you enable that, you're then going to get another vertical pop-up here. However, in the future, once it comes out of beta and alpha, there's going to be an extra option for another encoder, very similar to this. Instead of auto, you're going to have encoder, and then you can select your own encoder and put that in, and then that's going to change the game for YouTube, because honestly, the combined chat thing is a massive play. It's what every creator wants, and I'm very much aware of that. But anyways, so that's how you do the notification stuff on there. I've completely lost my fucking trail of thought. I'm just gonna quickly delete the remove YouTube notifications. But what I'll do is, like I said, when I package this all up together, we'll have it so I'll do separate video outputs for... Hell, I'll do separate video output. I'll do multiple canvases, one for Kick, one for YouTube, one for Twitch. I'll set all the different kind of canvases up. We'll set it up in different docs as well, because at the top you can add in your own docs, and you can actually sit there and if you wanted a different doc, say for example, so this is just going to be called doc layout. And say for example in here you only want your YouTube canvas, so let's bring YouTube onto it. We're going to close everything else. You know, I'm just going to ignore this here. Because all we're working on right now is literally just our YouTube stuff. We got our audio mixer there as well. Bada bing, bada boom. And we'll just shrink this right down. And our audio mixer can come beneath there. There we go. So this is our YouTube canvas. And then we still got our build. We still got our live canvas. And then we got our YouTube canvas. So you can literally customize everything out the way you want to be for that, which is very handy to have. So what I'll do is when I set this all up for the portable download, we're going to have doc layout, we're going to have one for YouTube and Kick. And basically that'll just be the clone canvases here as well, that you'll be able to change around your different sources once you've set them up in your main build. I cannot stress that enough. People have to realize they have to set it up, the sources to swap them out with ones in the main build. I think we are looking at the possibilities of adding in one for just being able to add a new source, and where that goes I do not know. That's down to the wizardry of Mr. Exaldro himself. But anyways, down here yet again in this bit down here, I'm just gonna make sure my record, backtrack, and virtual camera is all off. We got our vertical stream, vertical backtrack. We're gonna add our output of our stream of YouTube, because I forgot to save that. Say never gonna give you up. Great output, bada bing, bada boom. And we're just gonna have that as our YouTube canvas. We're not gonna select a different encoder or anything like that right now. We're just gonna be reusing no, I think we do have to select a different encoder, because it's gonna be a completely different separate output of the resources that are being encoded, if I remember correctly. That's for encoder settings. Reuse, yeah. Oh no. So it's just gonna be default encoder. That's completely fine. We're not gonna reuse the output encoder. We just want the default encoder instead. That should technically fine. Audio track 3. See that, ladies and gentlemen? Track 3 right there. So that means that that track is then going out to YouTube. Save that out there. We got our YouTube output. All the other ones are hidden now. Amazing. We've also got our vertical backtrack 2, which is basically obviously the kind of thing. If you want to save your clips out locally, you got your vertical backtrack. You can add in your hotkeys. You can start and stop it. Output settings as well, recording path. Now, Exaldro, see, because of the default of the vertical stuff, you're still there, buddy. We need the file formatting name put in correctly, or else you're going to constantly overwrite the same thing. Luckily, I have just the thing, because I saved out the actual fucking thing. Rockstar streamer, IT expert. What else got you on your resume? I got a bunch of things. A bunch of things. You don't even know. You don't even know Ava. Ava, how are you doing, my friend? Okay, because of that, like I said, and yeah, we're just gonna click where that's gonna go. For example, for me, that'll just go in my videos, captures. No, hold on. I'm just gonna say screen recordings. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Oh no, captures. I'm gonna put it in captures. Select folder. There we go. And that's gonna save it out. Maximum replay time. Let's go for 30 seconds. Save backtrack output. There we go. You better be, so I don't have to steal Paulina from him. What's it? What? I've heard he's a wonderful fiance. I'm average. Average. So yeah, so we got that there, which is fan-dabby-dozy. Like I said, we got our hotkeys here, so if you wanted to start and stop it and save the backtrack with your different hotkeys, you can. However, I'm not going to set any of that up, because I will show you guys I know I said the stream was going to be 2 hours, but there's so much to fucking cover. I'm going to show you guys the power of the Aitum app with Stream Suite because not many people realize what this is, what this can do. I am going to do a full YouTube video on it, going over the kind of customizations, exactly how I use it, what I use it for, X, Y, Z. Right. Bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, that's output. That's the vertical backtrack. That's amazing there. The other thing you may possibly want to do is if you're going to be streaming on TikTok, you need a virtual camera. So we're going to click on virtual camera. We're going to have that one there. We're going to call it virtual camera vertical. Okay. And then canvas is going to be our vertical output settings. It's just the name. That's all it is. You're going to click OK. That's it. So now we have a virtual camera just for vertical. Basically meaning, hold on, I'm going to also bring this out here. Just check. Amazing. That basically means that when we start this virtual camera out, say for example, if we're in TikTok Live Studio or if we're in any other pieces of software that you want to stream with just vertically, we can do so by selecting that camera. However, I must iterate on TikTok. People can have questions about this. You have to set up your audio devices on TikTok. Your virtual camera is just your camera, just the video. There's no audio that goes with it. So make sure when you do set this all up in TikTok that you do select the audio as well for that. And this basically gets around the whole shebang of, you know, having to mess around with that. Right. You also have your start all buttons down here at the very, very bottom, which is you can start all the outputs, or you can just start all the streams, or you can just start the recordings. Very handy thing to have. But Ava, how are you doing? I'm going to go and get myself another beer in a second. Also, on top of that, here we also have our stream info on the right hand side. Generally, what I like to do is I want to make sure my docs, full height docs, are enabled. My chat will then go full height. My stream info will then be tabbed with the activity feed. I'm going to move my portal down here as well because this thing here, I'm going to show you something pretty cool. So you also have all your activity feed stuff here as well. If you want to customize, also as well, people don't realize this. Down here in the chatting box here, you can actually select which services you send messages out to when you are live, not all the time. So for example, right now, this is my currently active YouTube, OBS window. When I click on that, I can send it either out to YouTube or I can send it out to Twitch, or I can send it out to both of them at the exact same time. Just thought I'd make a point of that. People don't realize that's what it is. You also get a little status as well, which says sending to all. You click on that, boom, sending to YouTube, and then boom, sending to Twitch. So you get that option. We give you that option, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it made me cry at work, but here I'm like, oh, no. Why did they make you cry at work, Ava? Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Chilled out stream tonight. Very chilled out. Like I said, wanted to get over the technical. Well, like whenever I go live on YouTube and sometimes on Twitch, I get people coming in and asking me how do I do X, Y, Z. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna do a little kind of tutorial here, going over stuff, and people have questions while I'm doing it. They can ask away. Thank you very much for the camera too, Wolfie. Hey guys. Wow, you're getting both views at once. Holy shit. And as you can see here, look at that. We got a little wee animation as well when it all loads up. You can also click on people's names. That'll load them up in the browser, see their profile and whatnot. If you need to ban people, time them out, you can also do that here. You can also visit the profiles and all that within the chat. If you want to add more connections, you can do so by connecting to YouTube and Kick. You can do that by clicking on the little plug-in here, the little plug at the top that then brings you down here and that gives you that window there. We then have our options for the chat. You can change your font sizes. You can make the font size fucking massive. You can make it fucking tiny. You can make it in between, just right in the middle. Goldilocks fucking favored that. I'm not gonna ban you, Ping. I love you too much, mate. You can also change the menu bar position. If you don't like it across here at the top, you can then put it down at the very, very bottom. Look at that. Amazing. Wow. If you don't want to show the viewer count, you can hide that. It gets rid of it. Then you just got your two buttons at the top. Tiny like your PC. Yes, like my PC. You can also remove username colors. So basically, if you're used to like YouTube chat when it's all the same color, you can just remove all of that. So it means that they're all the one color. Gets a little bit confusing. Not for me, but I know some people out there do like that. Well, I do like alternating backgrounds. So therefore you get a slightly different gray color underneath each one. You can also hide the badges as well, so you know you're not doing favoritism upon one service to another, but you can also have them too. You can also show the timestamps of when the messages actually come through. Recently fixed that. Thank you very much. Display live time. Now, display live time will only be when this window is open on OBS and you are going live. If you have to refresh or close or restart OBS, but you stay live, this will refresh the time, okay? Just FYI, just to let you know. Say, for example, I didn't load this up until about half an hour until the start of the stream, so therefore I'm half an hour behind my actual streaming time here. View moderators only. Only mod chat. Quite handy to have. We are hoping to set it up so you can actually have two windows, one for just mod chat, one for just your normal chat. Working on that, guys. You can also clear the chat on startup, so it wipes it out, and you can also clear the Twitch chat right now. That'll also remove it for everyone. This is a mod action. Just FYI. This here, that's a mod action. Next thing, we got our activity feed. We can change that too. We can change the font sizes for it as well. Small, big, medium, large, you name it. Ribbed for your pleasure. And we've also got channel points as well. So for example, if you don't want to display channel points in, you can get rid of that. I got rid of them all. Put the channel points in. Oh my god, look at that. We got camera too. We got slap and everything there as well. We can remove all of our followers and just have channel points only. We can remove subscriptions as well. That'll get rid of that. Bits and supers for YouTube. And we can also hide in raids when they come in too. So yeah. So that's the different configurations you can have on the chat and everything too. So yeah. That kind of winds it up for Stream Suite. So before I get into the Aitum app side of things, of what you can actually control in this app, which is, by the way, I'm going to say, the most handiest fucking shit I've ever used in my streaming life. Just to put it out there, yes, I'm an employee of Aitum, but I used Aitum before I got hired by Aitum. Because the other departments always try to work against us having customer services. I said to my boss yesterday, my job is to take care of customers. So why does everyone else here try to work against us and so we can't take care of customers? Fucking hate that mindset. They were giving me shit because a customer came back when the order was already prepared for shipping and needed to change their method. What am I supposed to do? Say no? Yeah, that's fucked, Ava. That's fucked. My dear, I'm sending you hugs. I'm sending you hugs your way. Right, I'm gonna go and quickly open up another beer. I'm still on my first one, and I'm like 2 hours in. So I'm gonna go and quickly get myself another beer. We are then gonna go into the Aitum app, okay? And trust me, this is when it's gonna get good. The power of both of them combined together will supercharge your freaking OBS setup. Insane. Also on top of that is too, yes, there is other competitors out there. I know there's ones called StreamerBot and everything as well. I can say that on this channel because it's not the official Aitum channel. However, for official, proper, up-to-date support, Aitum will be the first place to go for this kind of stuff for automating your stream inside OBS. Trust me, I can't say anything about the next release because it's fucking huge. Right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab myself another beer and yeah, guys, don't forget to stretch your legs. You know, stretch your legs. Have your water. Take your pills. Take your meds. Take good pills. Take bad pills. Take pills that make you bop if you want to. If that's your kind of thing. All right, be right back. Craig. Craig, mate, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much, dude. Right, so with people that are both on Twitch and YouTube, you may have noticed I had a be right back message that literally went into my chat automatically. Now, how did he do that, I wonder? Wait, do I have a surprise audience then? No, I do not. Ignore me then. Right. So, and also on top of that as well, we've got this little thing down here. We're like, what is this? What does this do? What is this thing down here called the Aitum portal? What is this little portal here? Well, we do another piece of software called the Aitum app. And inside that app is some cool shit. So let me just load it up right now. And let me remind you, yes, it is a paid app, but if you are wanting to make money from your streams, you can actually literally utilize this. Get more income from your viewers or your community. Eva, thank you so freaking much. And you see all that happening as well? That's all through the Aitum app. Eventually it stops. Eva, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. You just threw a party. Hell yeah, you did. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly drag. Can I drag this to half and half? I don't think I've got. No, I do not. I can do that to there, right? Let me place this over to here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that there. And then we're going to take the Aitum app. And we're going to place it over to here. Oh, look at that. Look at that in all of its glory. To be honest, I can probably just shrink this down a little bit more. Okay, cool. We'll deal with it that way. We'll deal with it that way. To be honest, this dock layout here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have this as the... Wow, that's some big things. Right. Okay. We're going to do this here as an example. This is the most basic way I could show you guys how this is all done. Okay, that was insane. How effing cool was that? Exactly. I was just typing how. What are you drinking? Tonight, I am drinking, so my first beer that I had was a Angelo Peretti from, I'm going to say Italy, but I can guarantee you when I look at it, where was this brewed? It usually tells you where it's brewed. My guess is going to be in the UK. Wolverhampton. Yes. But my next beer, because of my Polish other half, I'm drinking some Tyskie. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. So this app here, this app right here, this is the Aitum app. Now, this can... So whenever anyone ever asks me, what can I do with the Aitum app? In my head, I then say to them, not in my head, but I literally do say to them, what do you want to do with your stream? Like what like makes, like what tasks are so, yeah, what can't you do? Like, give me a scenario that you want to create on stream and you can do that. So what we're going to quickly do here is, because we got our, so basically this sort of stuff here is going to be getting updated, everything that's all within the app. We're going to make a much more simpler process for people onboarding that do it for the very first time. So basically in settings, we're then going to go to integrations. I've got an OBS one open. That's for this one here. However, I'm going to quickly delete this one, okay? So what you basically need to do is you need to make sure that inside OBS, you've got WebSocket server settings, and that is enabled. We can also disable authentication. I'm just going to change the port number on this, because it's different from my main OBS I've got set up over to the side. We're going to click on apply. We're going to then go across to Aitum here, new integration, Aitum Stream Suite. I'm going to name it Sturm Suite, apparently. Host Osiris Gaming Worker, because we're on the gamers. You can actually control 2 PCs with this, by the way, just to let you know. Paulina is pottish. Thank you very much. Password optional. We don't have to have that. For our port, we do, which is 44888 save. And boom, that's now connected. That is now connected. So now they're both connected with each other. We apply that. There we go. We're good. Okay. So, let me quickly remove the example there. You got your different scenarios here, which is basically, you got your rules here, which is basically what we call trigger, action, whatever. So you have a trigger from a service. Say for example, if it's a YouTube super chat. Say for example, if it's a it could be like a Twitch follow, Twitch subscription with the lights, anything like that. Okay. You got queues, so you can have a queue system if you've got like so many rules that you don't want to fumble over each other, you want to wait for them to complete, you can then run that down the queue system. We then got our Twitch redemptions. So here's all my Twitch redemptions right now, which are enabled and disabled. You can manage them. You can manage them by groups, you can manage them individually. However, because of the way Twitch API works, you have to make sure that you load them up on Twitch itself. For example, right now, I can disable Discord troll in here and it's going to be disabled. Then I'm going to enable it. It's going to be enabled again. That's going to show up on your Twitch chat. You can import, you can create a new redemption, you can go to your Twitch dashboard. We then have variables. Now, variables are a little bit more of an advanced user base side of things. Say, for example, if you've got a death counter on your screen, you can do that on this. Say, for example, I've got like my latest raid, so I want to change. So, for example, when I get a raid on my Twitch channel, I literally automatically take the person's raid name and then place that into my title of my Twitch stream. And it's all freaking automated. It's all there. Like I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to do that manually. And I just have that all set up now. And ignore this thing here. Chatbot, that was a program that we had in beta for a little while. And it's sitting there dormant, doing nothing. I don't think it's going to be revisited as far as I'm aware. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a rule. So let's have a look here. So for example, you got your trigger for your rules. You know, I'm going to zoom in for this, guys, for you. Make it a lot easier for you to see. So this is going to be the kind of general sense is once you've hooked up stuff to your account, you can also go to your extensions and if you go to your account dashboard as well within the Aitum.tv website side of things, you can then add your YouTube onto it and even your Discord as well. So I'm tired, so I go to the sofa and chill. Ping, you go and chill, my friend. You go and chill. You know what? Oh, mate. Dude, that just arrived on Prime, didn't it? Stargate SG1. I used to watch that when I was younger. So here we got our device. We can select our device. Aitum, which is the Aitum app. Our Stream Suite, which is our OBS on the side here. This is our Stream Suite. Then we've got our coffee as well. We're linked up to you can link that up. For example, if people donate, if people sign up for memberships for coffee, they've got that. But then I've got our Twitch and our YouTube. So right now, say for example, right, I'm trying to think here how we can do this. Okay, I'll do a very, very basic example of an OBS scene switch, okay? So say, for example, we're going to say Aitum Stream Suite. Boom, there we go. Trigger type. Let's just say scene changed, okay? Our scene has changed to, let's just say, we're going to change it to gaming, okay? Hold on, I'm going to quickly add in my scene list here. Yeah, there we go, okay. So we changed it to gaming, where they're going to have a new action. So basically, this is our trigger. This is the thing that's going to trigger the action. We're going to go into the action. We're going to go like device. And then we can say Twitch. Action type. Let's just, let's go send chat message as broadcaster. There's a little bug on my build, by the way. I need to re-download it. I hate that my keyboard does this. Right, okay. I hate that my keyboard does this. I've got a bug on my local build. I completely forgot about this. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to say hi. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. I'm going to save that out, right? So that means now we're on just chatting, right? Okay, so we save this out. When we change it to the gaming scene, we're going to say send chat message to the broadcaster. So now when we go to gaming, this should technically work. Oh, look at that. You see that on Twitch? Go back to just chatting. Nothing's happening. And you'll see this here. This here will light up whenever you run the rule. So, the handy thing that you could technically do, say for example, you've got a new scene. I'm going to be right back. a be right back scene, okay? So every single time we go to be right back, so we're going to say scene changed. And then we're going to say be right back. So we're going to change every single time we go to be right back. What we're going to do, we're going to go to Twitch. Run ads. How long are we going to be away for? 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds. Let's just do it that way. Boom. So every single time you run be right back on your stream, you're then going to run adverts on Twitch automatically. You don't even have to think about it. And because you do that on your own terms, the automation of the Twitch adverts is reduced. Oh, the Blind Romeo emote is so good, Ava. So you basically get, so yeah, like people are missing out on content then. Absolutely amazing. People don't have to worry about missing shit, you know? Say for example, which easier it sounds like, it does. Like there are other competitors out there, but like I said, because we work one-on-one with Aitum Stream Suite on this, okay? What you can do is you can say Aitum Stream Suite, right? The handy thing is you don't even need a trigger all the time, okay? But check this out. What we can do, we're gonna say new trigger type, chat message, chatter, doesn't matter, chat message. Let's just go test clip. I really need to get the new build of this. Okay, hold on. Let's just do it as test, right? There we go. That's better now. We're just gonna go exclamation mark test. Our device is then going to be Aitum Stream Suite action type. Now, literally, this is when. Okay. Now check this out. We're gonna change the scene. Let's go to gaming. Let's save that out, right? Someone in chat say exclamation mark lowercase text on Twitch. If anyone wants to do it, you know. That's I said test, Paulina, not next. Very good, England. Exclamation mark test. There you go, boom. You guys didn't see that. Let me do that one more time. Do it again. My bad. Whoops. Bump. And you saw how many times that lit up. But then, what we can do, we can then go data check. Oh, no, it's a rule check. Twitch username, comparison, equal to. So you can do it per username. So for example, rule check. If the usernames move Kaku, they can do it. So for example, even if I think if I do it, if I go test, that doesn't work. Now Paulina, if you like to do exclamation mark test, bump. So you can let your mods control your stream in case you're on the wrong scene, in case you've unmuted something, in case anything in your OBS is not looking correct. You can literally set that all up for your mods to use and work. They can literally stop your stream if you wanted them to. Jemmy has this. And I thought Jemmy was going to be in chat tonight. See, what would be absolutely insane? You could literally sit there and go change scene, so you can do open projector, toggle streaming. You could literally sit there and say stop streaming for like an actual mod. Like say for example, I don't know, freaking if you're Amaranth and you have another fucking domestic on stream, one of our mods could have literally stopped that shit. So you can completely control that. The other thing you can do here, so for example, we're going to take away our data check. The other cool thing you can do, and like I said, this is where we work hand in hand with Stream Suite. So we can change our actual individual canvas scenes. If you got the vertical scene, anything like that, you can change your canvas scenes this way, separate from your main output. You can also start and stop a single output. You can also show and hide a dock, right? Now this I love because I use this on mine, right? Now, even better, you could technically set it up so your channel could fucking troll you if they wanted to, okay? If someone wants to do exclamation mark test right now again, I've opened it up to the floor. Now watch the audio mixer beneath me here. My dock has disappeared. Do it again. You're literally controlling. Hey, thank you very much for the subscription, buddy. I appreciate it, my friend. Welcome on in. I appreciate it, man. It won't let me. Oh, there we go. Too similar. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, my bad. Oh, you guys did it. You guys did it both at once. I'll just do it as show then instead of toggle. Right? Okay. So now, even if I do it, test, boom, there we go. The dot comes back in. So you can do, like, you could literally have your entire chat or, like, your mods controlling exact. Okay, say for example, switch dock layout. It's like, dude, you should be on your freaking live tab. Why are you on your build tab? Someone try the exclamation mark test again. You just literally changed my entire fucking OBS layout. Like, whatever tab I'm on. Which is just nuts. But I will show you guys something in a wee minute as well with this whole thing. Thank you very much for that, Ava. So you got that as well. Then you also... So here's the big one. If I was to say, say for example, if it was exclamation mark clip, this is how I set it up in my one. Right, check. Okay, I'll do this fully. So what we do is we do a chat message. This one's still going to be test, okay? We're then going to have Aitum Stream Suite, save backtrack, vertical backtrack. So this is going to save out to your local computer, only if your backtrack is running. So before we do anything, I'm just going to make sure my vertical backtrack is running. There we go. Okay, amazing. So now what we're going to do then, we're going to say device, Twitch. Oh, this is going to be the chat. This is going to be my blooming keyboard thing. And again, isn't it? I'm going to type slowly. Thanks for the... my keyboard does not like this. Chat. No, we're not on timeout user. Nope. Okay, hold on. Then chat as broadcaster. I really need to reinstall this. Right, hold on. For the clip. And then what we're actually going to do here, if I remember correctly. Thanks for the clip. Local variable. Right, so this bit down here. Okay. Yeah, my keyboard does actually have a tick. So we're going to say, thanks for the clip. And then click on variables down here. Scroll down to the bottom. Twitch username. We're going to save that out. Now, if someone would like to do exclamation mark test. I'm hoping this works the way it's going to it's intended. Straight away, there it is. On my hard drive. On my computer. No reason to actually download from Twitch at high quality. Does have a tick. We're gonna see. So the whole thing's there. And that's it. So that's all J5. And look, see, it says thanks for the clip, Katie. So yeah. You could also have it for every single chat message that you want to, but I'm gonna remove that. Flush that, welcome on in. How's it going, buddy? So yeah, so basically, you can even bind that because we actually have a Stream Deck plugin. You can bind all of this. You can actually bind all of this to your Stream Deck as well. not just chat messages. If you want to trigger like your input, output, starting, stopping on your stream deck, you can do all that through the app. Always make it always running. Right, Flusta. So because obviously start all here, we got start all streams, start all recordings down here at the bottom of our because the stream suite that you use, isn't it, Flusta? Flusta's been asking me this for like 2 nights, by the way, so we're finally getting around to it. We're getting around to it, okay? So Flusta, obviously down here we got start all output, start stream, start recordings. Backtrack is not included in that, but we have manually started writing this right now. What I'm actually gonna do is give me a second. I'm gonna go back to my main screen here, just because I need to quickly log into the actual Twitch side of things on this one here on my test account. Next account, accept, right. I'm just gonna wait for this email to come in, and then we're good. Because now I can show you the kind of triggers that you can actually use on this. Yep. Yeah, verification, amazing, boom, done. All the emails. Successful login, yada. Okay, cool. We can sort that out. Okay, cool. Back to the scene. Right. So now we've signed in. So you got enhanced broadcasting enable. Also, if you have signed up, sorry, okay, I'm going to point this one quickly out here. If you have signed up for the vertical Twitch streaming, when you got multi-track video in your stream output here, enhanced broadcasting is enabled. Additional canvas, vertical. If you have access to that, if you have signed up for it within Twitch, you can then do it that way. Right. A second, just going to close in all the other docs we don't actually need because, you know, Stream Suite is superior. So, if you're wanting Backtrack to work, if you're wanting things to automate itself to work when you go live on like your main account, okay, what you can do is you literally sit there. So are you wanting to always run whenever you start streaming Flusta? I'm guessing that's what you're going to want to do. So here on triggers, so basically this is the Aitum automation app here on the right hand side. It's the price of it is literally two subs per month of income, and you can actually use to get 10% off. Use the code Colin10 at checkout. This is our paid app. This is our automation app. This makes streaming life easier for everyone around in the universe of streaming. There is free alternatives out there, but you will always get instant support from one to the other. There's no in between, man. For example, we may update stuff on Stream Suite that then we can instantly rectify on the Aitum app. Competitors to the Aitum app cannot have that access straight off the bat until we do the changes and put them out. They might take them weeks, might take them months. This year is probably the best way, I'm going to say, in terms of idealistic supports each other. So what we can do here is, for example, we set up our integration on Aitum Stream Suite to work with the Aitum app. Trigger type, stream starting. Yes, Flusta. We basically, because YouTube's gonna be coming out with a combined chat for vertical and horizontal. Hold on. So hold on. You stream to 2 different ones. I would say you could add in a custom. Oh, okay. I will have a wee look for you, Flusta, because if YouTube allow you to pop out the chat with a universal chat on YouTube, you may be able to add that in as a custom doc. If you cannot do that, YouTube's methods are fucked. It's annoying. It's really, really annoying. Because basically, if we have to support 2 streams per input, and the fact is that's 2 separate accounts, that's completely different. That's really annoying that YouTube, you know. I will come up with a solution. I'll think of something for you, Flusta. Right, so back to the point here. So what we've done is here on the Aitum app, we said Aitum Stream Suite. When the stream starts, that's our trigger here. We're then going to have actions, device, Aitum Stream Suite, action type. We can scroll down And do Twitch and Kick. Okay, so the horizontal chat, the issue is the fact is if we have to support multiple chats at once, that's using up more YouTube API quota. YouTube will limit the amount of API you can call for them officially bringing through multiple chats. And the fact is we are limited from what YouTube gives us. The second we put that in, if it maxes out, the issue then is literally that can break the whole system for everyone for YouTube for 24 hours, which is not ideal as a business. But YouTube is coming out with support for combined multi-chat for vertical and horizontal. So the fact is in the end, if we sit there and build something out that's going to take dev hours that YouTube already have in their pipeline, financially, it's not viable for us, as we are already spending money on the servers for the chat side of stuff. So yeah, on the action side of things, what we can then do is literally just go new action, device, action type, start, stop, single output, vertical backtrack. Since that stream's starting, start it, boom, right? This is gonna be fucking funny because I'm literally gonna be going live on my test account right now. We're gonna go live. Only primary cameras. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. So now, when we go live, boom. Our backtrack is now automatically started. Use Stream Elements. Don't touch Streamlabs. Streamlabs is, if you're downloading software out of Streamlabs, they are completely bulk. They are bulk. But yeah, there we go. When we start and stop this, our backtrack will automatically toggle on and off. Oh, no. We didn't toggle it. We didn't toggle it. Okay, hold on. If I do... Oh, okay, fair enough. Stream starting. Yeah, we're going to start that. Let's just copy this rule. Oh, we're going to call this one here. Stopping, stream, backtrack, right? So now we're going to say stream stopping. We're going to stop the vertical. We're going to stop the vertical backtrack. So now, when I go down here, let me get that freaking warning again. Start the stream. Backtrack is started. We're going to stop the stream. Backtrack is stopped. As a plugin for alerts, you configure all the alerts on the Stream Elements website, and then you copy and paste the browser source into OBS itself. So literally, sorry guys, I do love these kinds of streams, by the way, when I can answer stuff. So for example, Stream Elements. Let me guess, you don't want to leave. So Stream Elements, once you sign in, you're gonna have streaming tools. You're gonna go to overlays. You're gonna create your different overlays, whatever it is that you want to do. So for example, I've got my my alerts, my notifications. I'm gonna click on edit. Once I've configured how all this is and everything, up at the top right here, we're gonna have copy overlay URL. We're gonna click on that. That is copied now to the clipboard. We're gonna then come out of this, go into any of our scenes, and then we can add a browser source, and you're gonna copy and paste that URL, and whatever width and height you configured for the overlay, you're gonna do that, and that's literally gonna be your overlays inside Stream Suite. So say for example now, if I go to here and if I'm gonna mute it in here, if I emulate, hold on, it's my notifications, isn't it? I can come out here and I'm gonna replay a notification that came through earlier on. So say for example, we had Ava come in with a subscription. We're gonna replay the activity. And there it is there. That's it now in OBS. I do apologize. That is very loud. That is so loud. I'm so sorry, guys. Of course, Paulina, I have to build out your overlays in order to give you the URL to add it to the desktop. Not that, to be honest. Okay, fair enough. So that's how you add it in. You don't need to download any extra plugins. It's all a web view. It's in there. However, watch this space for Aitum Stream Suite. Things are being worked on. Yeah. So like I said, back to my original point here. Anything you want to do in terms of Aitum in terms of automation, in terms of your stream, you can do so. And like I said, we've got all these different options now in Stream Suite, which is like output, start, stopping, and everything. Canvas scene changed, so even if you're not on the normal canvas, you can literally change a scene. Like if you've changed a scene on another canvas, you can do it that way. All of this also hooks up into whatever rule you create here, hooks up into a Stream Deck plugin. So literally on my Stream Deck plugin, I wish I could show you the screen. I have got ones for going live on Twitch. I've got ones for going live on YouTube and Twitch. I've got ones for going live on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch all at once. I've got ones to on my live stream. I've got ones to show and hide my dock for my audio side of things, because that's what I want to look at. Like I said, you can get the app with a discount of Colin 10, but literally this is what we need in order to basically fund the development stuff that we do. That all that income comes in through the app. So sadly we can't do it. We can't do it for free. But month by month, if you were to do it by yearly, by 10%, you'll get it for £36, £38 if you use Colin 10. And that's for the whole year. And like I said, any money that comes in from the app, this literally funds our entire freaking development for Stream Suite, for multi, for vertical, and everything that as well. It means that we're not reliant upon investors, and we're not reliant upon third parties or selling out to big faceless corporations, you know? Plugins are worth downloading. I mean, in a general sense, it depends on like what functionality you're wanting to use in terms of plugins. I mean, Stream Suite comes in with a ton of plugins in a general sense. Like, oh, sorry, hold on. We set up something earlier on. I'm going to show you this right now. We set up something earlier on. Now, remember how I said that you can bind the Aitum rules to your Stream Deck buttons. So let's add a new rule. We don't need to add a trigger, because if we're doing something to do a Stream Deck button, the button is literally the trigger. So we don't have to worry about that. What we're going to do, we're going to add an action, device, Aitum Stream Suite, and then what we're going to do is we're going to look for filter, change scene filter visibility. Our scene is going to be gaming. Our filter is going to be camera right. We're going to click visible, right? We're going to then duplicate this one, and then we're going to have it as camera left visible, right? Now, by the magic of Aitum. So which one was right? Was it this one here? Bump. So these are rules. Okay, so even better. Yet again, device, Twitch, chat message, right? But check this out. Data check. Get user info. Twitch username, data check, is moderator equal to true. So what I've just literally quickly done there, right? We've got the trigger here, which is Twitch. Paulina, I didn't even I've not set up anything yet. Give me a minute. My keyboard hates this thing. Right. Right. Still flashing. True. Okay, we're gonna do that there. And what I'm gonna quickly do is we'll save that out. Right, hold on. Gonna come away from that. There we go. Okay. I need to reinstall this freaking thing. There we go. All right. We're going to do cam R. And then we're going to say get. So basically what we've done is we said Twitch, chat message, chatter, chat message, cam R. Get you data check, get user info. So now we're about to go and get the user info from the username. Then a rule check, variable. Are they a moderator? Equal to true. Then we're going to say is camera right, visible. We save that out. What then we're then going to do, delete this one here. We're going to copy, we're going to duplicate that. Cam R, cam L, right? Not cal L, but cam L. Yeah, again, get user info, is moderator equal to true? Yes. The message this time is going to be cam L. And now our camera. There we go. So Paulina, as you are a moderator, exclamation mark cam L. What do you use to make all your amazing like starting soon screens? I just use Affinity Photo. That should be that one there. Get message, get username, chat info. That should work. Hold on. Trigger that. Oh. Apparently Twitch has been a bitch right now. There's an error with Twitch. That's API stuff. Yeah, literally. Come on. Seriously? Right, you know what? We'll just save it that way. We'll just leave it open to the full on fucking chat. Right. Exclamation mark cam L and cam R. Yeah, so I use Affinity Designer, Affinity Photo, but you also get Affinity for free. Is this not working at all? Is this because my... I think it's because of my gaming keyboard. It's because of my gaming keyboard. It's because of my fucked up keyboard with this software, and that's my own fault. Hold on, I'm just going to do left and right. Is that there? Shoot. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's left. And that's right. Okay, we'll try that now. Sheza, how's it going, buddy? Which basically means now if I literally do it myself, it should just be right. Hold on. I should just go to the camera on the right. No. Interesting. Is this because I signed it in a different account? It is. It's because I signed up stuff on a different account. That's why. I'm an idiot. I'm an actual idiot. Well, hold on. Let me just delete these here. I'm going to see if this here works instead. All right, add rule. Trigger. Switch. Chat message. Left. Don't need any data checks. Tune suite. Filter. Scene filter visibility. Scene. Game. Visible. Even pros learn by the work. Exactly. All right, let me try this. Oh no. Well, that's not going to work because that's just the exact same. So if I do this one here, make that right. Camera right. Boom. Let's try this out. There we go. That's it now. No, it's just an exclamation mark left and right. So now, for example, you can set that up to be for your moderators to come through completely separate and everything that as well. And you could literally have the cameras going left or right on it. My bad. Live demos. Fucking lovely. Yeah, see, there you go. You see that moving about on the screen? Wow. Much wow. Look, I'm going to focus on this here and someone's going to go exclamation mark right and then it's going to fucking move right. But yeah, Flusta, in terms of plugins, I mean, there's not really much I would download. Yeah, there you go. It's moved. Bada bing, bada boom. Woohoo! It's like magic. So here's the thing. It's like in the end, it doesn't even matter. In the end, the only thing that's kind of Paulina's fucking obsessed. I've deleted the rule, Paulina. What happens if I literally just hold on, I've got one here for you, right? Let's go for lights. Oh no. It's a keyboard is not liking this at all tonight. I'm gonna have to reinstall it, which is fine. Add rule, trigger, Aitum. Aitum ready. Q empty. Q. You also got timers, date, time, everything as well. So literally, if you wanted to set like something on a specific date to trigger something randomly on a specific date inside OBS, you could literally do that, which is nuts. You could literally have a Twitch message posting to your chat wishing someone a happy birthday when you know it's their birthday. Like, it's like I said, the limitations is anyone's imagination. Your imports are really good, or like, what's that? No, your imports are really good, or like, what do you mean the imports on the website of Aitum? Yeah, Paulina absolutely lost her shit when I showed her how I set up a Polish channel point redemption for her. So plus the imports on the website were all built by me. So I'm gonna say they're good. The imports that come into the app, they've all got videos as well showing you exactly how to set them up here and there and everything. But yeah, but like I said, the biggest thing is the fact is, in terms of Aitum Stream Suite, the stuff that's built in with Stream Suite now, not just normal OBS, like Dead Rose, perfect example of channel point redemption right there. Yeah, on the website, can you show me how to download it and set it up? Would set up Aitum. We have got tons of Fussed Up. I've already got it. I've already got it installed. I don't want to uninstall it to then reinstall it. To be honest, it might actually be a-okay for that. You're welcome. Thank you, Dead Rose. Dead Rose, how's it going, man? You know what? No, the imports. All right, okay. So if I load up Aitum, let me do that there. Let me just load up the app again. Aitum.tv. Yep. So let's go to the free imports on the website. Let me just quickly do this here. What's an easy one? All depends on which one you're wanting. That's the thing. Every single import has a tutorial as well. I'm thinking of an easy one to do here. Okay. So what happens is, say for example, you want to do the hydrate one, right? So let's do we've also got the pet. You can also do the pet command as well and everything. So all you need to do is got the subscriber tracker. That doesn't matter at all. Start and add pre-roll, vertical backtrack, Twitch clip command. That might be out of date now. I mean, need to update that one. Let's just do the hydrate one, right? So let's download that. We're going to download the Aitum file. We're going to download that. We're going to download the Wave green screen, which is a beautiful video of a splash. So we're going to download that. Can't download file. Why not? Why am I not signed in? One second, guys. That's fun. Yeah, you need the app as well. Yeah, that's the purpose of the imports. The imports are to work with the app only, because we have an import and export of the app. I'm doing all right. Just got back from training. The training part of it was fine. The atmosphere of tonight was there was something completely different. It was just not good. I kind of. Oh, really? That's gone, Dead Rose. I'm sad to hear that your training session wasn't good tonight, man. Shit. On to the next session, especially on a Friday night. That just puts it down on the freaking weekend. Well, guys, we are going to be doing community games after the stream, and I think to be honest, I think I may possibly finish off very, very shortly. Unless if there's, you know what, famous last words. Any questions? You know the YouTube Nutty kind of says so much hate about your new stream suite. To be honest, he doesn't really say so much hate about it. He just says there's a lot to be picked into it and everything. We literally the newest version of stream suite that has come out recently. We worked one-on-one with Nutty because Exaljo, who works with Aitum, who is one of our main developers from OBS, he's literally an admin for Nutty. And he also builds a tool for Nutty personally as well. But no, he made good points. We literally sat there, reviewed the video, and he made good points about stuff. Because to begin with, when we had the wizard and everything that as well, we were trying to cater too much to new beginners and everything that too. But in the end, we realized, well, wait, hold on, we got the purpose that we got the prospect of two different things, and that's what I'm waiting for. Dead Rose, don't you worry, mate. We're gonna get into it, my friend. Who is currently live right now? Romeo is live. Is Romeo and Craig not streaming together? Craig, what the fuck, man? Yeah, Nutty's points in his videos were like, I respect that. I respect his view. But there's no hate, if that's what you think. Dead Rose, thank you very much for the hydrate. Oh, Fluster, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be building out this system here. I'm going to have it as a portable download. And there's going to be a README file. And yeah, I'm basically... It's going to tell you what to set up, what sources to change, where to set them up. And yeah, you can do it through that way. And basically, this will just set you up a normal kind of wizard in a general sense of like, change your desktop audio, change your microphone, this, that, and everything. There'll be a step-by-step guide as a README file. It won't be instantly after this stream. I'll probably be building out a little bit more next week. But yeah, so I'll start. I'll like I said, I'll probably put up a video going over the Aitum app stuff in terms of the OBS side of things and everything too. And on my Aitum Master Stream Suite, the download will go on that as well. But yeah, it'll also go up on the website too. But the problem was with the wizard, it wasn't thingy. It's really annoying because I'm not a big fan of downloading stuff. I really want to start screen without downloading a file. So if you wanted to do a start screen, hold on. Where is Paulina? But okay, right. What, you want a starting soon screen? Like, so literally you would just do something like starting soon. You then add a text. Oh no, let's make it all caps. Let's pick a nice font. I've got a nice one that's called Diesel. Diesel Power, there we go. But starting song. There we go, we got that there. Literally how I would do it on my stream, I would do it like that. Bring this down here, bring it over to there. Let's just now check this out. We're gonna go to a website called vecteasy.com. We're gonna go abstract. And we're gonna search for videos. Then we're gonna go on the left-hand side here, the website. We're gonna click on license type free. We're gonna look at something here. That's kind of cool. Let's go for that one. Free download. Proceed with download. We're starting the download. So there we go. We got a video download. That's amazing. It's an MOV. We're gonna come back into here. We're then gonna add a new source. We're gonna call. We're gonna be a new media source. Video. Starting. Background. Local file. Downloads. The VectEasy one. Loop it. Local file. Restart playback when the scene becomes active. There we go. And we're going to bring that down beneath there. We're going to got starting soon. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to timer.callandhorn.co.uk. We have a timer of, let's say, 5 minutes. Font size, let's keep that to about 278, 292. Very similar to what we've already got. We're going to copy the URL. I don't know, which is the thing about me, and I was just like, I've been able to like use it as a browser source. I don't know. Okay, if that's the case, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change something up in a second for you, buddy. Let's go to OBS here. Then gonna add browser, timer, Gonna copy and paste that in. There's our timer in there. Bring that around. Put that onto there. Timer.colinhorn.co.uk. Hold on, I'll stick that up here. And for my not that one, okay. And the other one is Vecteezy. That's the other one there, guys. So if you don't want that one there, pardon me. So this is the kind of stuff you need to look for. Like abstract background side of things. You may not want to download it, but then what you could do is you could technically go, I'm trying to think here. CSS. Oh yeah, you got magic pattern, don't you? Not exactly preview pattern. No. There used to be one. Like this here. By copy data, copy download. Ah, you see, you can only download that stuff there, which is a bit annoying. You know what? This might be actually something I could do. The only thing, Fluster, is if that you're going to use browser sources, that uses more resources than an actual video playback, by the way, just FYI. I mean, you could always just do like abstract background image. Go on to unsplash. Background. For example, even if it's this one here. Copy image address. Go into your thingy. Add new browser. Browser starting background. Put that one there. Set it to the width and height of that. So there. So let's just stretch that out a little bit more. And yeah, place that down to there. Delete the video. There you go. You're starting soon with a timer on it and everything. The idea of like an abstract background thing, might have an idea for that. But yeah, that's how I would do it. That's not perfect. Thank you so much. That's probably exactly the interesting thing. That's what I wanted. But is there a way to get ones like copy the address, like move it, but like moving ones? That's what I've been trying to search for. Apparently, there is no tool out there. I wonder. Use for cool backgrounds. One here. I don't want to save it to that. Yeah. No, you know what, Fluster? There's not. And I may possibly have a solution to that in my head. Sorry. There's not. By the looks of things, there is not. Animated CSS background generator. You got HTML, but you got the CSS, you don't have a URL, which is more annoying than anything. But yeah, again, Fluster, what I'm going to say is that by using it as a browser source, you're going to use more resources over your system. Generally not too much. Let me see if I can find this. I thought. Because the problem is you then need a controller for the actual pixel side of things for it. If I click on that there, copy video link. Let's find out. No, because that goes to a download link. The problem is images and videos are done differently in terms of how the media handles them. Can you get one from the Stream Elements? You technically could, yeah. Stream Elements. Stream Elements has an entire thing as well for overlays in terms of like the marketplace. Also on top of that as well, you've also got Elgato Layout Marketplace as well. Like, they've got tons of stuff in terms of OBS and in terms of like layouts and everything that as well. And but in here you got streaming tools, overlays gallery. You got an entire gallery that you can literally pick from stuff from here as well. Yeah, Super Battle Golf, that's the one. So in Stream Elements, you can literally sit there and say create, and then you add that to your profile, and you can copy the link for that. So Stream Elements has a ton of it. Streamlabs, I think you actually have to pay a premium for a lot of them, which is not great. But the idea, you give me an idea though of, in a general sense for that. Joey, how's it going? Sorry, Joey, your blue background was a little bit difficult to read there. I do apologize. Community Games VC and Discord already. Nice, guys. Right. So could you copy the URL on Stream Elements? Yes, you could. 100%. So whenever you pick one of these kind of like stream overlays and that sort of stuff, you can create that overlay, and then you'll be able to copy and paste that URL. They'll have a step-by-step guide for that. Flusta. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Been a productive night in terms of, you know, setting stuff up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I will set up a basic streaming package in this entire thing here, and I'll try and make it so that you can't actually, so you don't have to download any extra files for it. That's going to be my goal for that. I fully believe I can do that. But yeah, Joey, doing well, man, doing well. But I think we're going to be finishing up very, very shortly. In a general sense for anything. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good going over the kind of stuff for streaming and whatnot as well. And it's been good. Like I said, showing like people how stuff works with the app and everything that as well. It's been really good. Like an overlay thing inside, so you can add an alert a bit like 3 inside the app. Flusta, alerts are on the roadmap. We're working on it. It's literally gonna be another thing. I can't go too much into it because, you know, NDAs and everything. I'm currently watching the Wales and Ireland game, so I thought, oh, how is the Six Nations tonight? Thank you, Joey. How is the game? Oh, you know what? Wales have got 10 points. If you did it, you would just have to update. It would be an update from Stream Suite. Always keep Stream Suite up to date. The second you see this icon here go yellow, update Stream Suite. Yeah, sorry, Paulina. We're doing community games instead. But it's Ireland versus Wales, so, you know, there wasn't much hope for one side in particular. But yeah, we've got Scotland versus France tomorrow, which I'm very much looking forward to. But yeah, right, guys. I think I'm going to call it that. It's all good. It's been good, like I said. I'll be building this system out, and hopefully we can have it as a download, just as a portable version. I'll try my best to keep it up to date. When that is yellow, you click on you click on this here, and there's going to be a message down at the bottom where that says it's out of date, and then it downloads a new version, and you just run the installer. No worries at all, Joey. Right, guys. That as well. Aitum.tv/Discord. Right, guys. I'm going to finish on up. We're going to raid on out over here on Twitch. We're going to go and say hello to Mr. Mr. Romeo G. Right, whereabouts is he? Where is he? Where is the man himself? He'll just overwrite the files that are already there, buddy. Right, okay, cool. We are done. We are dusted. We are going on out to go and say hello to Mr. Romeo G. Guys, when you're over here on Twitch, do not forget to drop that raid command and copy and paste that raid command if you're non-subscribed to the channel. There you go there. Guys, over on YouTube, we're going to be ending this we're going to be ending this straight off the bat and everything that's all. But guys, I'll be back again on Tuesday. And I don't know, maybe more F125. Exclamation mark fish. Take fish, I am die. Dead Rose, I'm so proud that you remember that, you know? I'm so proud. But anyways, right, let's get this raid on the go over here on Twitch. But yeah, until then, guys, I'll catch you guys on Tuesday. I hope you all have a good weekend. Drink a couple of beers. We're going on to Discord right now to play some community games for Battle Golf Galactic Empire. I don't know what the game is. Super Battle Golf without friends, I'm gonna guess. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I fully believe that one. That'll be the good one to play. Right, guys. Until then, I hope you all have a good weekend. Drink many beers. Have them on me. Tell your doctor I said it was responsible. I'll catch you on Tuesday. Have a good one. Bye.